Did you know Amazon has their own car care brand? That's right. This is the Blending Pros tire and wheel cleaner, and it is an Amazon house brand. Now, I ordered one bottle and they sent me two, and I was trying to figure out why would they send me two bottles when I only ordered one, and I found kind of an interesting fact on the back. One label says the SM ADA Blending Co. in North Glen, Colorado, and then the new bottle says the Blending Pros, North Glen, Colorado. When I looked up at the Amazon listing, I did find it's right on the listing that Adams is actually making this product. So I'm assuming this is the Adams wheel and tire cleaner that I did a video on, I don't know, a couple years ago. And so the bottle kind of gives it away. They did make it this really cool green color. And I actually think the label is nice and different. So in this video, we're gonna see if this product actually works, how it performs, and it'll be interesting to see Amazon's products to see how they perform as their own house brand. So per the instructions, it does say to pre-rinse the tire, but here's my thought. If I pre-rinse the tire, it's gonna dilute the product. So in this one, I'm not going to pre-rinse the tire, and on the opposite side, front wheel, I will pre-rinse the tire to see if there's any difference, but in my opinion, I don't wanna dilute the product down. So I'm not necessarily following directions, but I'm actually trying to make the product work a little better. It does have a really strong APC smell, and really what I'm looking for is that browning of the tire. So it also does talk about scrubbing it. You can already see how runny it is. I would have to flash back to the Adams one, but from what I remember when we did the Adams versus the P&S, is there was a lot better cling. It wasn't as runny, which was actually a question that I was thinking in my own head, is that why would Adams formulate for Amazon? I mean, the answer is somewhat easy of like volume, right? But would there be a price discrepancy and a price difference? So we are getting a lot of browning even without scrubbing. We're just not getting that clinging. And it's a very strong APC smell as well. The Adams, from what I just remember, would cling a lot better so that you had more work time, so it foamed better, versus this, which is much more runny. But from here, we will let it dwell, and then I will rinse it off and use the blower to see how well it actually cleaned the tire. So on the opposite side of the car, what we'll do is I'll do a pre-rinse, and then we will apply the product as well. So look at that browning coming up. So even though it was runny, it did seem like it was still on the tire. Got a lot of that browning out. All right, so we'll let this side air dry as we go work on the opposite side, where I'm gonna actually pre-rinse it first and then apply the product. And I'm actually also gonna scrub it as well. So what I wanna see is if you don't pre-rinse and you apply the product straight, undiluted essentially, can you get away with not brushing it? And then if you do rinse it, pre-rinse, and then apply the product and brush it, which side actually comes out cleaner? So let's do a little pre-rinse. And I'll take the product, and oddly enough, I have an Adams tire brush. So now with these dedicated wheel cleaners, these are wheel and tire cleaners, these are pretty much the most expensive way you can clean your tires, because this is just a higher concentration all-purpose cleaner. You're not getting the clinging as much. You're really just working with an all-purpose cleaner. So on two tires, though I've applied liberally, it's gonna use a whole bottle to get through here. The product is working extremely well though, as the Adams wheel and tire did too. So you can see how much browning is coming off that tire. can rinse this and it should be pretty satisfying. So there you go. The brownie did look a little bit more, which is pretty standard if you're actually brushing it. So let's let these air dry, and I might hit them with a little blower to speed up the drying process and then see which side actually looks like a cleaner tire. So the tire, to be honest with you, doesn't look all that different. And so here's kind of the thought. Of course, I could do another round of it, but I already used about half the bottle between the front two tires. And if it looks like you need to do it again, that means you're going to be using like almost 2 bottles per car if the tires really need to be cleaned. So again, this is like the most expensive way that you can actually clean your tires. And as I remember, the Adams version of this actually cleaned the tires pretty good, and I was pretty impressed with how it did. So I think the Adams is around like $14 for a 16-ounce bottle. This Amazon brand is around $11 or $12, but you're gonna need way more, which is kind of what I suspected, is that they would dilute the product down a little bit for Amazon. Maybe there was a price point they were trying to hit or something like that. But at least on the first initial go, just in person, it doesn't look all that cleaner for how much cleaner I actually had to use to get it there. So maybe you're saying because I didn't actually follow the directions and I didn't pre-rinse and scrub the tire like the directions say, it'd be different. So this is the tire that we pre-rinsed, we scrubbed, and you can still see all this remaining curb rash or dirt on the sidewall of the tire, which was not cleaned by even scrubbing and all that. I will say this tire does look a little cleaner. However, it's not consistently clean. And I think that's one of the things that I remember from the Adams wheel and tire cleaner is the tire did look super consistent. So why it's important that the tire looks super consistent is when you go to apply your tire shine will lay down super consistent, and then it won't be flinging all down the side of your car. This product's like so. Again, like I mentioned on the other side, I think this could go through another round of wheel cleaning, which just makes this product super expensive. I also don't think that this side, where I actually put in the extra effort to pre-rinse and scrub, actually looks significantly cleaner than the other side where I didn't pre-rinse and scrub. So there's a couple of those factors going on all at the same time. Kind of an expensive way to clean your tires. I was hoping it would be a little bit better, but nonetheless, Amazon introduces its own car care brand, which is pretty interesting. So of course I had to try it out. My final thoughts on Amazon's private label brand through Adams is the product is just so. I think it's a very expensive way, at least for the tire and wheel cleaner, but maybe I'll go through and test some of the other products, especially now knowing that they're Adams. We can even benchmark them against other Adams products, so that would be a cool video to do as well. So this product for me is just it's okay. Right? So I just think it's a very expensive way and the results weren't like super awesome. So anyway, with that, let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you tried the Blending Pros product line? Did you know it was Adams? Love to hear your thoughts, feelings, and emotions in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.